Welcome to the Unbound Readathon website. Here you'll be able to get all the information you need to participate in the readathon. To start, you'll see there's a teacher tally sheet. When you click on this link, it'll automatically download the Excel sheet that you'll need to keep track of all your students' submissions. Next is the student tally sheet. This is where students will track their minutes and turn this tally sheet into you so that you can enter it into your Excel sheet. And lastly, you'll see is the weekly submission form. When you click this link, it'll take you out to another website where you can enter in all the information that comes right off of your Excel sheet into this weekly report. When you're done, you'll hit submit and we'll have your minutes for that week. Below this, you'll see we have 3 other links: a book reviews blog, book review 3 ways, and a leaderboard. The book reviews blog is a website where we've compiled all the book reviews that students have submitted, and you can go to this site and share some of the submissions with your students, and this may even help them pick a new book to read. Book review 3 ways. This is an optional project that students can participate in where they can do a written, audio, or redesign a book cover for a book review. And we've got all the resources below in addition to an extension technology book review where students can create their own book trailers. And lastly, we have the leaderboard. The leaderboard is really exciting because after we get your Monday submissions of minutes, we'll put together the weekly leaderboard so you can see which sites are in the lead that week, and hopefully this will help to encourage your students' competitive spirit for the readathon. The Unbound calendar. Here you'll see a calendar for the entire project of Unbound, and we'll be starting on Monday the 2nd, reading, and then on the 9th will be the first time we'll ask you to turn in your tally sheets. It's very important that as you're collecting the tally sheets from your students, you're turning them in on that Monday so that we can update our leaderboard and make sure that we just keep this very organized. We have 55 schools who are participating in Unbound, so there are going to be a lot of tally sheets coming in on that Monday, and we really appreciate you being prompt about this. As we continue through the week, just reading until the following Monday on the 16th, same for the 23rd, and then March 1st is the last day to turn in your 4th week's tally. On Wednesday, we hope to announce the winners of Unbound, and on the 5th of March is the final day for book reviews to be turned in. Anytime during the month, you can turn in a book review for a student, and we'll populate it on our book review website. And then as students complete their book reviews, they're going to be able to pick a book of their choice, and we'll send you those forms after the entire initiative has been completed. We really appreciate you being prompt with this initiative. It's going to help us be really successful in building the competitive nature of a readathon. So turning in your tallies means we get to update the leaderboard and kids get to see where they are compared to other schools across the nation, and this will make the initiative very exciting. Thanks so much. This is the student tally sheet for Unbound. This sheet will cover all 4 weeks of the month. Students will track their minutes next to the days of the week and then sign the form and turn it into you to sign. And then you'll give it back to them to track week 2, 3, and 4. Hopefully this will keep things very organized for you and allow the students to be responsible for tracking their own time. The Unbound Teacher Tally Sheet. This Excel sheet is what you will use to track your students' minutes and goals throughout the Unbound Readathon. On this main page, you'll want to enter in your school, site, teacher, and number of students participating. And then you'll start filling in your students' names. When your students turn in their tally sheets, you'll want to enter the information here. And it'll automatically total up the number of minutes read for each student. At the beginning of the initiative, you want to have students set goals for themselves at the beginning of the month. For example, I might say I'm going to read 4 books this month, and as I complete each book, you want to track it here. If the students have a comment about the book, write it in here. This helps us when we make recommendations to students or when we provide books for different initiatives so we know which books students like to read. As you scroll down to the bottom here, you'll see that it has the number of minutes the students read, and then it will have the average number of minutes down here when you've entered in more students. If you need to change the number of cells that you have, you can add a row by highlighting it, go up to Insert Rows, and now you've just made an additional row. Down here you'll see that you have some different tabs for each week. So as you move through, you're going to click on a different week's tab to enter the information. At the end of the entire initiative, we will ask you to send this Excel spreadsheet back to us as part of your final submission for the readathon. And this will help us track all this information. But we hope this makes it very easy for you to enter in the data. If you have any technical questions while using Excel, please send us an email or call us, and we are happy to help you. The Book Review 3 Ways is an optional project that teachers and students can participate in as part of Unbound. The book review project is a great reward for students because those that submit a book review will receive a book of their choice at the end of the initiative. Anytime during the month of February up until March 5th, students can submit book reviews, which will be posted on our book review blog. This site will have book reviews that are both written, audio, and also redesigned covers that students across the nation can visit and look at to get ideas of what they can read next and books that might interest them. The book review and the audio book review follow the same format. In this document, the Unbound book review, students will answer a series of questions about their book, such as, did you enjoy reading the book? If so, what did you like about it and why did it hold your interest? Or, if someone asked you, why should I read this book, what would you say? After completing the questions, students will rate the book out of 5 stars, and then move to the student survey where they'll bubble in their answers to these questions. After they've submitted this page, if they're doing the audiobook review, they'll record their answers in an audio podcast file, or they'll submit them in writing to you, and you'll visit the book review page, where you'll enter in the information that the student has given you on the sheet, upload their Word document that has inside of it the answers to their questions, or their audio book review file, and then plug in the answers to their survey questions and click Submit. Decides to redesign the book cover, then they'll still give the book a 5-star rating and complete the book survey, but they'll redesign the cover art for the book for their book review, keeping in mind some of the elements that they've read in the book. You'll use the same jot form to fill out the information, but instead of attaching a written or audio file, you'll attach a picture. The students can create these on the computer, or they can hand draw them and you can submit a picture of them through that. Sometimes picture files can be a little bit larger than a typical Word document or an audio file. If you have trouble uploading files, please send me an email, fill out all the other information on the survey, and click Submit, and then send me the file through email, where you're able to send larger files. The way to do a book review is through our technology extension. If you're looking for a way to bring your book review into the 21st century, try a book trailer. A book trailer is like a movie trailer for a book, but it doesn't give any spoiler alerts, even though it has elements to the book so we know that the student has read it. These book trailers will be movie files, and you'll submit them the same way through the jot form under the book trailer line, but they may be too big to go on the jot form. If they are, like the picture files, just send me an email and we'll find the best way to share the files. Thanks for watching the Unbound teacher video. Best of luck with the readathon!